Hello everybody, JaffaArchfiend here. Well, it's Tuesday, back at the Arcadion. We're opening up the third raid, but let's see how we go about getting there. Yana's Yarn. Oh, she has a little one with her. Alright then, follow me. The gym isn't too far from here. Oh boy, we're getting mobbed by people. Hey, aren't you the fighter who doesn't use a regulator? To not only fight, but win without using a feral soul. You're absolutely amazing. I'll be cheering for you from now on. I was so surprised when I saw you in the ring. You're the hero who protected us from the soldiers. I've been your biggest fan ever since. You'll win your next match too. I just know it. You heartless fiend. How dare you embarrass our sweet honeybee like that? I hate you! Oh, good lord. Enjoy this feeling while you can, new blood. You'll be begging for mercy come your next match. Good lord. My, the fans are quite riled up today. I understand they need to let out their frustration, but I wish they could find more productive ways to use that energy. Ah, but do excuse me. I'm something of a storyteller and have a keen interest in seeing how this championship unfolds. When you have a moment, I would love to ask you a few questions. 3 guesses, he's the manager. He's the guy in... Wait, you're Black Hat. What are you doing keeping company with the bloke who just beat you? That's probably why you lost. You don't have any pride. Humph! I'd much rather watch your sister fight. Nobody put on a show like Wicked Thunder. This is never ending. Let's get out of here. Looks like we managed to slip away. Come on, the gym's just over here. And here it is, Tri-Tails Training, the home of Alexandria's finest fighters. That being said, I'm the only one here at the moment. It's also my actual home. The first floor is where I live, the basement is where I train. Don't be shy, go on in and make yourself comfortable. I mean, that's fair. Ah. Oh, I'm jealous. How come you get to have training dummies inside the building? Come on. Oh, hello. Small. It's a pleasure to meet you, mister. My name is Nayuni. Thank you very much for looking after my sister. Thanking him for knocking me out, are you? Anyway, as you may have pieced together, I have 2 sisters. Them that are gone now, our parents were originally from Taral. They happened to be in Usulani when the dome appeared and ended up trapped. Here they took up work as hunters. They were always opposed to regulators and never wore them. One day, they went out and never came back. Hey, that's probably the only reason why you remember them. Truth be told, I became interested in you because you reminded me of our parents. Like them, you're averse to using souls. We, on the other hand, don't see such a problem with the practice. So, with our sister's urging, we started wearing regulators after Mother and Father died. It's only because they weren't wearing regulators when they passed that we can still remember them. Whether we're better or worse off for it, I can't say. I was too little to understand when it happened, but I've heard the story from my sisters. So when I see you fight, I can't help but feel anxious. I say this knowing your stance, but won't you consider wearing a regulator in matches? If only to revive yourself should the worst come to pass. I'm afraid you can't change people's minds when it comes to soul use, Nayuni. It's a question of culture and upbringing. But rather than talk about such things, we should celebrate. You've won 2 championship matches now. This calls for drinks. We've only got energy tonics, but it's the gesture that counts, right? You're celebrating even though you lost. Eh. I've heard worse reasons. Interesting though, she's got the mixed color eyes, but her little sister doesn't. And I presume Wicked Thunder is going to be someone we meet down the line somewhere in one of the other raid series, I think. So after what that delightful fan said outside earlier, I imagine you're curious about my sister. Her name's Eutrope, and she rose to be a top contender in the heavyweight division. She became a fighter to look after me and Naomi first and foremost, but it turned out she was great at it. Hardly surprising, I suppose. She always excelled at anything she set her mind on. She was a natural at combat, and on top of that, she mastered how to wield electrope. Hold on, I've just the thing. Of course we've got a TV in here. Ooh. Wicked Thunder was her ring name. She harnessed the Levensteed's soul in conjunction with Electrope and could shapeshift to adapt to her enemies in battle. I'm confident enough in what I can do. Eutrope herself taught me how to fight, but I could never emulate her fighting style. Interesting. Thing is, she just disappeared one day, without saying a word to us. She was so close to being immortalized, too. Huh? Alright, you wouldn't know. All Arcadian fighters retire young. Feral soul transfiguration is too much of a burden on the body. Those who fight to the age of 20 are immortalized in the Ascension Arcadia Hall of Fame. This comes with the privilege of moving to the luxury residences on Everkeep's upper level, where they can live out their days in comfort. Huh. Eutrope threw all of that away when she vanished. I just can't wrap my head around why. Well, there's probably something sneaky going on in the underbelly of all this. That's enough reminiscing for now. It can't be long now before your next match, so let's head back to the Arcadion. Oh, there's an O. I've been spelling it with an A. Need to change that. Good luck, and please, be careful. Of course I will be. Cutie patootie. Right, I've got to go meet with her in the green room now. So that's around all that way there. Zoom, 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 zoom. Whilst we're on the way there, and that's on the other end. Well, I suppose. Whilst we're on the way there, let's go take a look at what the gear looks like, shall we? We actually grab some. What's it called? It's called the Nexus Arcade. Still learning the names for all the teleport points here in Solution 9. Let's have a gander, see what the gear looks like. Arcadian Relic Exchange. Let's have a look-see here, shall we? Well, we're doing a white image, so let's have a gander here, shall we? Dear God! Okay. That's interesting. Oh God, there's a hat. Oh dear Lord. What? Please tell me that. Okay, so you can remove the visor. It's... Oh my God, that's what the healer gear looks like. Oh, that is... Oh my God. That's a neck piece. Can we see the earrings? Hold on, I'm just going to remove the hat, see if we can make that a little bit easier to see the earrings. There's this hoopy looking thing. It's that kind of hoopy thing with a dangle. Little chains there. Can we see the rings when we're wearing the gloves? Yes, we can see rings when we're wearing these gloves. Okay, that's neat. And bangle? Nope, we can't see the bangle. Hold on, remove the top. Okay, put the top back on just to see if we can see it out without that. Nope, top hides it. But dear lord. Oh god, that's what the healer gear looks like. What does the... Yeah, so caster gear is basically the same. Okay, what does tank gear look like? What's tank? What do tanks get? Looks like tanks get something pretty much identical. Only they get the Hulk Hogan hat. They get the Hulk Hogan hat for tanks. Striking gear is... Oh yeah, I can think of a few people who are going to be happy with this. I can think of a few people already who are going to be like, yep, I want this from for my character. Dear lord. This is what it looks like on the guys, by the way. I'm presuming the female model is going to have like the little bra type thing in there. Oh! That's nice. That's what the maiming gear looks like. Okay. Similar to the tanking gear, but actually shows off a bit more, I think. Yeah. Yeah, because you get no sleeves on the main. So Reapers and Dragoons don't get sleeves, whilst tanks have sleeves. Okay. Interesting choice. Vipers and Ninjas. What do you get? You get that. Okay. Dancers, Bards, and Machinists get that. Oh! That's a little disappointing compared to everything else. Compared to all the other sets of gear, that's kind of a letdown for the dancers. For the range DPS, that's a bit of a letdown. That's a bit of a letdown. All right. Well, grab some gear. Grab ourselves a ring. Okay, so that's what all the new gear looks like. I like the Reaper gear, and it is nice that the healers get something that isn't, you know, a robe again. I do like that, but at the same time, it's like, okay, we're going bare-chested on this. But yeah, that's nice. That's an interesting set of gear. I do feel a little let down by the aiming set, though. Here we go. I'll do my best to support you as your second. So that was the quest interim between the dungeon, between the raids. So, interesting that. See you all in the next one. JaffaArchfiend, out.